I ain't posting much. I need to post more on the totem pole.
Welcome back, Totem Pole Nation. We are live here. You're looking Southside St. Petersburg. Sun is coming up, but this wind is a howling. How are you doing today, Coach Taylor? What is good, my brother?
I'm doing good. I can't hear you very good. That's a beautiful backyard. That's a beautiful sunrise.
Yeah, the cream always rises to the top. I'm gonna have to walk inside because it's just it's too windy out here at the moment. It's gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
But it is.
You got your Macho Man glasses?
Oh yeah. Got a little something. Here.
Like, did you have Macho? Oh, it's a hat with Macho Man glasses on the hat.
Oh yeah, the cream always rises to the top. Topic of the day is the madness. And if you have been living under a rock, well, today is the start of March Madness. So, today is that day that not a whole lot of work gets done, I believe. And if your wife ends up texting you if you want to get into a bracket, well, you might have married the right one.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into a bracket.
Yeah, I had that. I got that text this morning from the wife if I want to get into that, and I was like, heck yeah. I think I got us locked in here. Can you hear me, Coach?
You sound a lot better.
Okay, gotcha. And I'm gonna try to move this so you still kind of see this stuff back here because it looks.
I think it looks better that way.
You see the light shining.
Yeah, I don't like the light behind you. I like it with the palm tree.
Oh, whoa. Little technical difficulties here. But good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, the 16th.
I like that.
The day before.
The day that he breaks his phone.
The day I break my phone and upgrade.
This is the day that will live in infamy.
Thanks to all of Totem Pole Nation.
I think that's a great view right there, man. You can see the cabana.
Does that work? Yeah. See here. Yeah, I don't know where I'm at.
I could see the palm tree.
Can you see my workout? This is my workout rope here. There, right there. And that's how the wind is blowing. And you can kind of see my fans going a little bit, but the fans closer to the corners, man, they're juiced. But yeah, man, that's the thing. I can just keep kind of taking you over there. You know what I mean? Look at that. All right.
Yeah, it's very peaceful, man.
Yeah, man. It is.
Very peaceful in the madness.
Yeah, you know what? You got to find it can't all be madness. And if I could, man, could you mind if I start you guys out with a text I got last night?
Yeah, man.
Hey, Kyle, I wanted to thank you for the heartfelt, touching message you left me earlier today. I'm very moved and very appreciative of your friendship. Yes, it is tough to digest. Stage 4 prostate cancer, of which there is no cure. But I have a terrific doctor. I have been taking cancer meds for the past month or so. Hopefully this will slow the growth of the cancer. I would enjoy grabbing a cup of coffee with you sometime. I will reach out and set that up. Hope all is well with you and your family. Yeah, man. So there you have it. Got that message last night from just a guy that's kind of looked out for me like a big brother ever since I got to St. Petersburg, Florida. So, yeah, man, definitely thinking about him, thoughts and prayers. And, the thing is, you don't know, when or how. I mean, this guy is in elite shape. I mean, this guy probably gets close to 100 miles walking, running, jogging, a week. The guy is shredded. You know what I mean? And when you get news like that, sometimes, bad things happen to good people. You know what I mean? And it's just one where before you go to bed, man, think about stuff like that. You know what I mean? You never know. You know, the power of positivity is a huge thing, and that's all I can really think about right now is you know, staying positive, you know, through the madness, my man, through the madness and everything. But yeah, that's my buddy right there, and we're pulling for him.
How old is he?
I want to say he's probably got us about 14 years. So I would say he's probably 56, 58, right around then. He might be 60. Yeah, he might be 60. But I mean, if you've seen him, you would just be like, man, this guy's shredded. You know what I mean? Like he's in elite shape, you know? Yeah, man. So sad deal. But, you know, he's a guy that has probably fought his whole life to be where he's at right now. So he's still going to keep going and still be positive and everything. But yeah, definitely have a heavy heart today because of that message. And yeah, I got word from you know, one of the legends I used to work with and everything. So when I got that word, I had to reach out to him, and yeah, he messaged me back last night. But yeah, man, just a guy that's always been in my corner. You know, I had some unfortunate circumstances happen to myself. He reached out to me to get my side of the story and everything. And, you know, he's always had my back, and he was just like, man, you know, this place ain't going to be the same without you. And yeah, man, I just always appreciate that and appreciate him, you know?
Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man. But, so let's talk about the podcast you had last night with Coach Tatum. Went pretty good for you.
Yeah, Coach Ian Tatum having a huge clinic. Guys are speaking for 30 minutes. You go from 8:30 to 8:30 p.m., going 12 hours. You still got, I think, a slot or two to fill. If anybody is out there that wants to talk about offensive line play, I mean, heck, you might even stretch somebody to an hour to fill up, you know, those two slots. But he's just worked hard at this, and you know, he's got a link. If you DM him at Coach Tatum 90, is that right, Coach Bald on Twitter, Coach Tatum 90.
I believe so.
Google form to fill out to get onto the podcast. I'll be coming on there. You know, might get Coach McNally to come on there.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so you know, I'll probably send the link out on. I think he said we could send it out the day of the clinic.
Yeah,
everybody could get away. But you know, we had him, and then met a guy from Kentucky that's putting on a clinic. Guy's won 3 state championships in a row at 3 years at this high school, Boyle High School. They've won 11 since 1999.
Wow.
Yeah. And
I mean,
that guy was sharp, man. He was real sharp. He had a lot of good guys at his clinic, and he went through it all. And I think it's up there. I don't know if it's in Louisville. I think it might be in Lexington. They're having Mark Stoops. They're having Jeff Brom. I mean,
is there something in that water, Coach? What's getting those 11 championships in, you know, 20 years, man? That's that's every other year almost, man. What did he say? I know you had to ask him, you know. What?
Yeah, he said that the first guy that they hired in the early 90s was a real good coach, and I think he won like 5 in a row to start it off. I mean, that got him, and then that guy went to the University of Kentucky to be an assistant, and then some other guy came in there, and I think he might have won 2. Then that guy came back, and then he won 2 more. So what's that? That's I think one guy won 1, then another guy came back and won 2 or something, then he's won 3. So
wow.
Yeah, he was really, really good. Could get him back on. He hooked me up with the guy named Coach Smith, who's a legend. He's the guy. Coach Smith is the one that built that program and went to Kentucky. I got him. He's gonna be coming on probably today or tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Talk some football. But yeah, yesterday I just studying the Ravens. Been studying the Ravens offense and what they do, and went back and watched the 2019 season on YouTube, and then we'll probably watch 2020 today or 2021. But Coach McNally, he really likes the Ravens offense. And he was having a lot of fun yesterday. I sent him the latest lay hit of all time. He said that was wonderful.
That's why he's a winner. I loved it.
I sent him the video of Jimmy eating glass. He loved that.
Oh, wow.
The best podcast in the country. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's motivation right there.
Wow.
We don't even have a script. I know my man John Morant went and talked to Jalen Rose, said it wasn't his gun. Said it wasn't his gun, and that that's not the job. So hopefully he'll get his head on straight. I don't think he's a bad kid, but I think once he gets his head on straight, I think he could be really good. I'm glad he's not getting that 50-game suspension.
Yeah, that's you hate seeing a young guy that is such a talented individual on the court, make mistakes, in the limelight.
Everybody has.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I wrote that book. I got a couple chapters. I just haven't published them yet. You already know. But, yeah, man, big news down here. The Buccaneers signed Baker Mayfield. But the big news is that they re-signed Levante David. So that's a good thing. Make him a lifetime Buck. But, yeah, man, Baker Mayfield coming here to possibly be the quarterback, or at least competition for Kyle Trask. We'll see what happens, man. Competition is a wonderful thing. So if this young guy is ready to step up, I don't think there's anybody going to try to beat him worse than Baker Mayfield, man. That guy, he's got some swag to him. We'll see what happens, man. See what happens. That division, man, is just wide open. That division is weak sauce university.
I think I'm going to start doing timestamps for our podcast. Like as we talk about different things, do the different times.
Yeah.
As we're doing it. That way,
we're not marinating too long.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is because then you put it in the descriptions and then it pops up. So right now, we're going to talk about the Bengals. The Bengals are trending.
Who days?
On Twitter. Bengals, we know that Coach McNally loves the Bengals, even though they let him go. But, the Bengals just 4-time Pro Bowl tackle and Super Bowl champ Orlando Brown is finalizing a $64 million deal with the Bengals.
Wow.
Did his dad play for the Browns?
That was the Orlando Brown. And you want to hear something that's pretty wild? I sent you a message yesterday, TikTok from Totem Sports on Bill Belichick buying Zeus Brown, his son, the dad.
Yeah,
remember him?
Yeah, he didn't have a suit
in the suit. Yeah. He had never had a suit, and he was like, "Go see my guy," and that was so cool because Zeus Brown was just like, "What do you think? Do I look good, Coach?" And he's like, "Absolutely, you look good." I just thought that was super cool. Just kind of show you, maybe another side of Belichick.
Side to Bill Belichick.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. All we see is, not the biggest charmer in the world, but you could tell with that he wanted to take care of his guys.
Yeah. All right. So, Aaron Rodgers, the Aaron Rodgers. Is it true that he announced yesterday that he's going to the Jets?
I mean, it basically sounded like it was ready to be put in magic marker. I don't know if he needs to see a couple other guys signed or what's going on with that, but I mean that's what it sounded like to me. I guess he said that the Green Bay Packers dug their heels in. I guess so. So I guess it's going to be what the compensation is what's going to solidify that trade.
Yeah, he says, "I love you, Green Bay. I'm as sad as some of you are, but we will meet again."
Yeah, and I mean that's just wild how that's kind of it's kind of the footsteps. No, Favre went to the Vikings first, then the Jets, correct? Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. But that's still kind of odd, man. Who would think two of the best Packer quarterbacks of all time would end up being a Jet, But
right, yeah, man. Let's go back to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is to compete with Kyle Trask. They've already got a nice little
Oh yeah, number 6.
Graphic of him.
Yeah.
And Baker signed for $8.5 million.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? Are you happy about that being?
Well,
Uh,
I'm
Buccaneers
thinking,
fan?
Heineke just signed for what, a 2-year, $20 million deal, right? So Heineke made more than Baker Mayfield did here. It's kind of like a prove it deal. You know what I mean? If he has a great year, they can, kind of lock him up if they want. I'm not upset about it. I think as a Bucks backer, everybody would want that lottery ticket known as, Lamar. Everybody would want that guy first.
Yeah.
But you're definitely saving a lot of money, getting a Baker Mayfield. And I mean, the guy, he's shown ability. I mean, he came in that one game, and practiced like 30 minutes and won the game for him there at the end. And that's the thing, man. The Bucks got some weapons. You got a Chris Godwin over there. You got Mike Evans. You got some young juice at running back now that they didn't re-sign Fournette. They got a young offensive line. So you never know, man. I think though too with with the success he had with the Rams so quickly, you got a play caller like McVay, who, I mean, he could probably make me and you look good for a couple plays. You know what I mean? He's an innovator. So it's going to be a lot on that new offensive coordinator and what they're going to be doing to see the success of what he has. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I would say Lamar would be the first choice. Derek Carr's already gone. Aaron Rodgers, not going to go for him. So, yeah, I'm a little excited about Baker Mayfield. I think he has good potential, with if they can keep him upright. They got some studs around him.
All right, Steph Curry. Steph Curry last night scored 50 points. 50 points in a loss. 50.6 assists. He was 20 for 28 from the field. He was 8 for 14 from 3 points. He becomes the first player in NBA history with 10,000 points off of 3-point field goals. I think the dude's changed the game, man.
Oh,
I mean, he's made shooting threes so prominent. And, I mean, heck, even in my son, he's a sixth grader. They're ripping threes. I mean, dude, I can't even remember shooting 3-pointers when I was in sixth grade. That was a long ways away, but
yeah. Yeah, he's changing the game, just like you said.
Most 50-point games after turning 30 years old. Wilt Chamberlain 7, Steph Curry 7, Michael Jordan 6. What's your thoughts on that?
And that's turning 30?
After 30.
That seems low. I mean, that really does seem low. I mean, how many have? So that's 50-point games, though. Yeah, that's impressive, man. That's impressive. But like you said, the game has changed. I mean, think of how many buckets it took him to get, his 50, and then how many attempts and how many buckets did it take to get Wilt's 50? Wilt probably had 25 slam dunks to get his 50.
I don't think he could dunk.
Who? Wilt Chamberlain?
Dunking was illegal, I think, when Wilt played.
You might be right, man. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, man. All
That's
right,
crazy.
So next up, at 1850, I'm doing our little thing. We're going to be big time, or we're gonna be the low man on the totem pole. We're gonna fake like we're big time. Okay, we're gonna fake it till we make it. You got a nice backyard. All right, you got a Macho Man hat.
It's cold.
I'm sitting here. I'm drinking some coffee from Walmart. Coach Bland says it's like a diuretic. I mean, it's like basically like drinking Metamucil. Put you on the toilet. All right, so the Bengals, Joey B and the Bengals. Do you know anything that's been going on with them? Because Joey Burrow has got a very complicated deal. All right. They're actually, it says here, according to Barstool Sports, some people call them the Bartool. Bartool Sports, which people say they don't even know anything about sports because they never played sports. The Bartools say the Bengals are getting smoked in free agency while they work out Joe Burrow's complicated mega extension. And that's the reason that Coach McNally is no longer getting paid $45,000 a year to be a special project scout, is because they had to save that $45,000 contract, or that money, to pay Joey B. Joey B will be the highest paid quarterback in pro football.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of questionable, man. These guys are getting big raises every year, and with Josh Allen right there, that there's a lot of talent stuck in that area, man. You got the guy from San Diego. There's quarterbacks. It's a good time to be a quarterback in the league. Those guys are making more money than ever. And I mean, if you look at some of these divisions, man, if you look at the South, I mean, man, it almost looks like a XFL quarterback carousel over there, man. I mean, it is not that stout. It is something else. Yeah, man. I don't know. Who's the highest paid QB right now? It's got to be Pat Mahomes, correct?
I mean, I think whoever got signed the latest deal.
Yeah. Well, whenever he wants to be the richest guy, he's just going to tell them, and they're going to pay him.
He was the highest.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard they were trying to get the tackle from Houston.
It says Aaron Rodgers in 2023. Aaron Rodgers he had $50 million a year.
Sheesh! Wow, and they didn't even make playoffs yet. They were knocked out by the Lions.
Russell Wilson was 2.
Man, he played terrible.
Kyler Murray was 3.
Yeah,
that's 2023. That's not counting the new contracts.
Yeah.
In free agency.
You're right.
I'm just looking here at what Uncle Luke says. He says, he's talking about the Ja Morant video. I cannot wait to check this interview out. I've always said these young folks need to be talking to you, no different than back in the day when they talked to Ahmad Rashad. Everybody don't understand them. You do keep up good work, brother. The great MJ only talked to one person. So he's talking about Jalen Rose, because Jalen, took up for Ja.
Yeah.
Trending sports. I mean, that's pretty much it, I think.
Got you.
About anything I know, the baseball player from Puerto Rico, he got hurt. I mean, there's probably some upset fans, man, that one of their players got hurt in this baseball, whatever they call it.
Baseball classic. Yeah, baseball classic.
So has America got a team in that?
I believe so, yeah. They just got pistol whipped the other day by somebody. Yeah, pretty sad deal.
I mean, how do we not know about this? I mean, is just baseball not important?
Oh, it is important.
What's going on?
It is important.
Baseball is America's pastime. Can we sell it to somebody? Will another country buy our pastime? It could be their pastime. Does anybody care anymore? Why? Why is baseball not popular?
It's America's game.
Us that say it's not?
Yeah, it's America's game, man. It always will be.
Is baseball popular in USA? Let's see here. The most popular team sports are American football, baseball, basketball, ice hockey, and soccer.
There you have it.
Why is baseball no longer America's game? Baseball hadn't ranked as America's favorite sport to watch since 1960.
Wow.
And 34% said it was. Man.
So, yeah, the Orlando Brown deal, $31 million guaranteed up front, is the largest offensive lineman contract guarantee in history. That's it.
Good job.
Love the big boys up front, the big uglies getting the big money. I love it. It's about time. Want to keep that quarterback's jersey clean. May want to build a wall in front of him. Without a doubt.
All right, so I got us a few things over here, man.
Oh, I want to hear all about it.
In the description, and we can have like people can click on it and know what we're talking about.
Is that what it says? I see a little thing on mine that says, more and guest and stuff like that. Is that what more is right there?
More is the private chat.
I've
been putting it in the private chat.
Okay.
I just been typing it in the private chat, then I'm gonna copy and paste it into the description of the YouTube video. So then we can have it. They say actually that right there gives YouTube more information about what we actually talked about because they actually transcribe our words. Did you know that?
No, but that's good stuff. It's good to know.
Well, we got 256 views yesterday. You might have to take your shirt off today for us to beat that.
Again?
Yeah, because I think we got a lot of clicks because of the thumbnail.
Okay.
Yeah, they had your shirt off with Cuban Assassin.
The thumbnail that I had for today was actually a few Halloweens ago. That was I was dressed up as the Hulkster brother, and
Hollywood.
Yep. The wife was the Ultimate Warrior, and then my good buddy El Jefe, he was the Savage. And man. Might be having the Savage on one of these podcasts. Might even be able to get him to do a promo one of these days for us. Man,
how about that?
Yeah.
When they call him Hollywood Hawk, are they talking about Hollywood, California, or Hollywood, Florida?
I would believe they would originally be talking California. Yeah. Yep. That's where his ties were, Venice Beach in Hollywood, California. But that was just him, when he changed up. He went from the All-American, type to big money Hollywood,
Oh, during the NWO.
Right.
Hollywood Hogan. So that was like his heel because he'd never been a heel. That was pretty cool.
That was classic, man. That was
smart. Who thought of that?
Had to be him, Hall, and Nash, I would think. Yeah, they had to get those guys in a room and really set them down and get that thing figured out because I know he didn't want to for a while, but once they did it, man, it was instant classic.
He actually was willing. It probably extended his career.
Oh, without a doubt,
many years. How many years was he in the WCW before he actually turned to the NWO?
Probably a good 5-6 years, I would think.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I would think he probably left around 93 or something like that, 92, 93 maybe. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man.
WWF?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. And that's when, Warrior kind of took over. Yep. Warrior took over.
Is the Ultimate Warrior still alive?
No, sir. No, he actually got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, I believe, 4 years ago. And 2 days later, he had a heart attack and passed away.
What?
Yeah. Yep. And I'll tell you what, if you're ever down in the dumps, go to YouTube, type in Ultimate Warrior motivational speech, and it is him, and it is raw, and it is vintage. Man, it'll get your blood pumping. It'll get you fired up, man. He tells it, and he's like, look, we're jumping off the mountain with no parachute. We're going to figure it out on the way down. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very, very savage, man. But it's just a good mindset, man. It's about self-belief. You know what I mean? It's what it's what his message is, like he talks about the virtues and the vices and everything, man. He gets really deep. And that guy, man, he's always been intense.
He's madness.
Intense as it could be. He's the madness.
He is all about madness.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, man, that's Ultimate Warrior. Yeah. What a guy, man. Unbelievable. And people didn't like to always work with him because he would just smash people. You know what I mean? He just smash and get out of the ring in 10 seconds and get paid just as much as all the other guys that would have hour-long matches. You know what I mean? So, but hey, man, he couldn't help it. That was his gimmick, kind of like how Goldberg was, right?
Yeah.
Goldberg won't paid by the hour. If he was, he wouldn't be as rich as he is now. He paid by the performance, you know? Yep. And those two guys were about as opposite as you could get. You know what I mean? Long hair, no hair, you know, raging out, and then one being really quiet all the time. But people love those guys more than anything, man. It was their intensity, charisma, right?
Yeah, no doubt, man. All right,
But
you want to take us out, man? Because I got to go to a meeting.
yeah, you got it. Big shout out to our sponsor, Cultivate Wellness. Give them a call right there. Check out the website, cultivatewellness.com. Got plenty of products there. Talk to my amazing cousin. She'll get you squared away. Just tell her what's going on with you. Tell her what's wrong. If your animal's not feeling good, they've got supplies for that as well. Your love life needs a little pick-me-up, she's going to get you squared away. And definitely want to give a big shout out to St. Pete Rejuvenate, trying to change lives. Health is wealth these days. We've got some big things going on. Just completed former pro wrestler, his treatment and everything. And we've definitely dialed back his pain levels. And from a mental standpoint, he's feeling really good. He's not on edge as much. And, you know, it's definitely it's just amazing just seeing, you know, lives being changed with this stuff. So if you're in the area or you need to check out some professionals, come check us out at St. Pete Rejuvenate, stpeterejuvenate.com. But anyway, to the next episode, Kenny Thomason, we love you, buddy. You have a blessed day as well. And everybody else at Totem Pole Nation, we love you guys. To the next episode.